Viewers all over the world, I welcome you all into this section of philosophy and life. We have with us here an ordinary evangelist, so you are highly welcome. Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name's Ogbuefi Ezeana, ugochitubelu Oraifite. Abụ m onye isi nchụaja na ugochitubelu ọdịnala temple. Anyị na-agba afa miri emi lụkwazị ọrụ mmụọ dị iche iche. Yeah, abụkwazị m onye isi nchụaja na ọdịnala Restoration Evangelical Mission. You can call me a priest or ordinary evangelist. I will answer. But I call me an ancient high priest. My mission is to help people live better life. Thank you.
So, sir, before we proceed with today's question, is there anything else we wish to say to our viewers?
Viewers all over the world, as you are hearing my voice, keep sharing it, keep telling people about our administrations.
So, you are appealing for support in building a place of worship for Chukwokike Primihenile. Don't you think this might be misunderstood or not welcomed by some people?
Yes, I understand. Naturally, there is nothing on earth you will be doing and you expect everybody to key in. Yes, it does not start today. I remember even during the time of Jesus in the Bible, not everybody believed in supporting what he's doing. Even when he called for offering, some people had much money, but they just brought a little, very little, that is not impressed. But there is this particular woman, a widow's mite, that gave almost all she has, and he recognized her by praising her for giving with her sentiments. So naturally, some people will criticize anything new that they don't understand. Some of them are not even criticizing it because of hate, but because of lack of understanding the benefit. And if I have opportunity to sit down with the person one-on-one and make valid point, the person will understand that it's always better to give. So what I can tell you that not everybody will understand the benefit of having opportunity to contribute in a project like building the place of worship. I remember when I was still seeking, when I was searching during my days of awakening, I was opportune to travel even to India to follow them to temples and make some research while searching, striving for the truth. Even in Nigeria, I can tell you that I'm happy to tell you that I contributed money in building some of the temples here in Nigeria. I don't want to mention name, but when I was in other religious sects and groups, yes, I was opportune. Even when they are building temple in Abuja, I contributed money. So what I can and I'm happy that even for the fact that I'm no longer with the sect now, I believe that whenever somebody with good longing enter that temple and pray, that I will see benefit. So it's an opportunity, or not everybody that is permitted to contribute towards building something like this. David wanted to build a place of worship, build a temple, but he was never permitted. It's his son, Solomon, that later built one. So this message was given to me to make it public, that there is this choosing people that they will be compelled to contribute towards making it a reality, because by so doing they will be able to pay their karma. But for those people that are not called, they might not even see the meaning or the benefit of contributing, because originally they are not selected among the choosing people to contribute towards building that place of worship. Thank you.
Sir, do you think some people may see this appeal as an imitation of Christianity, since asking for support is commonly practiced in churches?
Yeah, thank you for this question. It's because they don't understand how things work. Some of them have little idea of how things work in creation. I can tell you, appealing to support in a large vision like this for the common goal of all is always a norm across all board in modern society. Go it in even if in abroad, go everywhere, you see appealing. So appealing is not everybody that we compel to contribute. So, but those spirits yearning for the truth, those spirits that yearning for such opportunity, there is some people from creation, they have this spark of light in them that always yearning for them to contribute whenever this kind of opportunity is presented, because it's in their spiritual DNA for them to see this kind of opportunity and contribute, by so doing paying for their karma, by so doing contributing towards building place of worship. So this part of message is not actually for all, but normally I was directed to make it public so that those people that are meant to be to contribute will actually see that opportunity to harness and contribute what will give them perpetual blessings. Thank you.
Can you share with us the greater version you have for Ndibo in promoting and advancing Igbo spirituality?
Yeah, thank you. The vision I had. Remember, I started spirituality when I was so small. And I had the opportunity to have read vast. I have read so many spiritual books in preparation. When I was growing up, I don't even know that I have been prepared for future. When I was, let me start from Catholics. When I was a Catholic, I was opportune to experience so many teachings in the Catholic Church. I used to be a member of Religion of Mary, Catholic Charismatic, Renewal, Bible Society, Blue Army, Confraternity of the Most Holy Rosary, St. Anthony of Padua, Purgatorian Society, and so many. When I was even Brocosary, when I was doing all this, I keep searching. There is this yearning in my soul to keep searching, striving for the light. During the time of opportunity to study philosophy, I read so many books, both Vatican I, Vatican II, canon law, and rest of that. I remember even when I was under 20, I was among the people that used to hold program on All Hallows Seminary called Amadan TV Council. So I began so early in searching for spirituality. Now, after that, my particular experience, I read so many other spiritual books during my experiences in esoteric. I read so many books like Lion of Africa, The Heaven Opens, In the Light of the Truth. I read so many spiritual books I will not start mentioning now. I read Buddha, I read Muhammad, I read so many. Yes, all those things. And even later, I traveled to India. I followed them to the temple and rest of them. There's so many research in comparison of how they worship Chukwu Okike and how we worship Chukwu in this part of the world. So all those things is getting me prepared for this mission. So in 2018, when I was asked to go into Igbo spirituality, after my research, currently as we speak, I'm writing I think 2 books now in Igbo spirituality. Now, before then, I was told that my calling, that is my time for starting my work, is here. So I have to come down from Abuja. I was doing very well when I was in Abuja. I have to come down to establish Igbo spirituality, known as Ogbuefi Ezeana and ugochitubelu temple. Now, meanwhile, before that, I'm not that your normal dibia. That dibia you are seeing, no, you are familiar with. Yes, because of all the experiences I have gathered and the exposure and the spiritual content. Now, before that, I was told that I'm a priest and not an evangelist. That's why I have so many things. I have established so many things that is very unique. If you are following my teaching since year 2018 till date, you will see this uniqueness in the way and the approach I use. Very unique in my own way, because I know where I'm going. So I have this large vision and method of propagating Igbo spirituality and also to help Igbos. We have this vision to build this place of worship. And our large vision is that we will propagate Igbo spirituality and develop research institute where we develop our hearts, because Obrona I didn't do, I can wiki achieve so many things. So our intention is to build a research institute where we can get some certain natural herbs, organic herbs, and the roots for the well-being of our people. And our intention, and before we can be able to do all these things and have the propagating arm, because we believe that our Igbo brothers and Africa in general, if they can be conscious and change their way of life and understand how things work, our moral value will be restored. That's why we have the evangelical arm. Yes, in the form of using Ezioku TV as a platform and using our social media platform as a platforms. Now we want to build a place of worship where we can be always have worship opportunity to worship and also gather some spiritual strength to forge ahead, because there is nothing we can do apart from him. We can do nothing. So we are building the place of worship first, then and the other things we follow, like building the research institute and building the publication for other research works, and also hospital. We have all these things in mind, including evangelical arm. Yes. So, and we already started. Note that my platform is the only platform that has ordinary television in satellite, and we have spent millions of naira all this almost 2 years now. We started it. So we are prepared to take Igbo spirituality to create consciousness and awakening among the Igbo race, for them to discover their true self. Because ndị Igbo bụ mba dị nsọ, ndị Chineke họtara onwe ha. So we cannot afford to live reckless lifestyle the world has do. So we are trying to build place of worship because we need to be sustaining our spiritual strength while diving into other areas of evangelism and taking care of the health and creating more jobs. To interest you to know, in Ugochitubelu other temples, we have created businesses so that we'll be able to get some people employed. Thank you.